Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as I bless all of you with video number 1 of 2. I'm guessing it should be 2 because things have already been popping off this morning. I'm expecting more to go on later, so we'll give you the lowdown here on Younes Talks Football. Make sure that you're there later on for video number 2. Now, we're going to get cracking with what has gone down, but before we do, I've got to give you guys a reminder. Make sure that you guys are, in fact, hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. On top of that, don't forget to check out the socials. They are going to be on screen and in the description for you. Much appreciated. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking with the one question that still it's like a hovering cloud on this Chelsea fan base, and I think across all football fans when they look and they talk about Chelsea Football Club. I had this yesterday, I had an Arsenal fan tell me, you guys, you got one problem. You got one problem. Only one. Fix this and you're alright. And I'm like, what's going on? Who is it? What's wrong? What's the problem? You got to buy a striker. That's it. And then I hear it from others. You got to buy a striker. And I'm like, nah, you know what? I don't think it's as simple as that. Chelsea Football Club is a very complicated football club. We've got issues all over the place, yeah? I don't feel like just getting a striker is going to solve Chilwell playing at left wing, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we've got other things. We've got other things as well as making sure we have a potent striker. Now, we got Nicholas Jackson, who looked fantastic in pre-season, has not had the most fantastic starts in terms of the games that we've played in the Premier League, but neither is only everyone else. Everyone's looking like they're not just clueless, but in terms of the way that we play, it's completely not reminiscent to what we were doing in pre-season whatsoever. So, we have been linked with someone, and as you can tell by the title, that guy is none other than Mr. Ivan Toney. So, let's get into it. Here it is. Chelsea are leading the race to sign Brentford's suspended forward Ivan Toney, with moves being made behind the scenes to possibly get him in January. That's come from Rahman Osman. And we've also got clarity here. Chelsea are leading the race to sign Brentford's forward Ivan Toney, with moves being made behind the scenes to possibly get him in January. Toney is Pochettino's ideal choice as he is English, at the right age and proven in the Premier League. I don't think him being English clarifies anything here. I don't feel like that's a valid point, I'll be completely honest. But the right age and proven in the Premier League, I feel like is definitely something to take into consideration. But I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm at a point now. Tell me if you feel the same. I'm at a point now where any striker that comes into Chelsea, I'm going to look at and go, nah, mate, you're going to flop. I can't help it. Even, look, right now we've got Nicholas Jackson, and he has given me the most hope, I think, in anyone. Realistically, I'm talking realistic hope. Lukaku came in and we were like, oh no, the price tag, Lukaku, he's done well kind of at other clubs, he's going to come in and smash it, right? And he got off to a good start, and then it all went downhill. But apart from that, I feel like everyone else that we've gotten in, it's kind of just been a hope. With Nicholas Jackson, I look at and I think the attributes that he has definitely helps us. Definitely helps us. And I go, you know what? He's giving me he's given me the best feeling that I've had in a striker in recent time, in terms of someone that has everything that's needed in a striker in order to score goals. We just haven't seen it in the past 4 games properly. He scored 1, but apart from that, that's it. I feel like with a bit of time, maybe he might start kicking off, right? But realistically, any striker we get linked with, even Ivan Toney, who's done fantastic at Brentford, I feel like he'll come to Chelsea and he'll just flop. Everyone will just come into Chelsea and just flop. I'm at that point now. I need Drogba reincarnated. It's a realistic thing. Tell me how you guys feel about the striker situation at Chelsea, because I feel like I said, it goes beyond that. I don't feel like one striker can just come in and just, that's it, we are solved. Like, I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like the whole team needs addressing. So, Ivan Toney coming in, if he were to come in, do you think he would flop? Do you think he wouldn't flop? Let me know. Do you think any other striker that would come in would succeed, or would they flop? Let me know. I feel like there's a cloud over Chelsea Football Club, and any striker that comes in just automatically falls under this category that stop scoring goals. So, yeah, let me know. And that's why I'm leaning more towards the way we play football rather than just, oh no, the striker is the problem, the striker is the problem. I don't genuinely think that is the case. Now, with Lukaku, for example, I think he himself is a problem. That's why I'm like, nah, keep him out. I don't care how good he can play football. He is a problem. Not even on the pitch. Because I understand, and I've said this in the past, he had lack of service in many games, and we have to be real there. But him as an individual, right, as a person, is a problem. So stay away, right? Go away. Bye. But the striker situation at Chelsea, I feel like isn't just, individually about the striker. I feel like it's about what's surrounding the striker that affects the striker. Until we sort that out, you could get Ronaldo, like we were once linked, and he would struggle to score goals. Get prime Benzema in, and he would probably struggle to score goals. So let me know what you guys think. Much appreciated down below. Do you think Ivan Toney could break it? Do you think we should just stick with Nicholas Jackson? Honestly, right now, I think we'll just stick with Nicholas Jackson. Because I think he's shown us enough to be able to give us at least not just hope, but the belief that, no, we can make this work with Nicholas Jackson. He's got attributes here that we can work with. He's not lacking, So I feel like that's definitely a route we can go down. We've got Broja to come back. Up until January, I feel like we've got enough time to analyse the situation. And then in Jan, maybe we can make a move for Ivan Toney. But even then, how much will he cost? Will he even fix the problem? Let me know down below. Now, in relation to someone about costs, and I feel like Chelsea will definitely have a piece of the pie if they were to sell this guy, but they haven't sold this guy yet, is Conor Gallagher. Here it is. The Athletic have told us the Chelsea hierarchy value Conor Gallagher more for his potential sell price than his on-pitch contributions. I've said this before. I'm not surprised. Why? He's pure profit. Simple as that. You have to understand, the ownership are coming from that point of view now, where an academy player is more susceptible to getting sold than someone who's not an academy player, just because of the amount of money we've spent and how much pure profit that player will bring in. That's it. Simple as that. Now, if he's a key player, like a Reece James, not going to sell. Even if he's from the academy, not going to sell. Too good. Staying. Levi Colwell from the academy, we're not going to sell. No chance. But a Chalobah who's out of sorts, a Conor Gallagher who could be out of sorts, pure profit. So people need to understand that. That's a clarification from the Athletic, telling you exactly where the ownership are thinking. Now, talking about thinking, there's this one guy. That's it. You know what? I'm gonna move this guy. Officially, in today's video, we are making a transfer. We got the here we go from Fabrizio himself. Yeah, this guy is moving from Lukaku to. Check it out. This guy. Gareth Southgate decided to say something today about Phil Foden. He said he doesn't play centrally for his club, so presumably there's a reason for that. And that is in relation to questioning Phil Foden's central midfield wish. Now, we go into more detail. Gareth Southgate said on Phil Foden, he doesn't play there in midfield for his club, so presumably there is a reason for that. It depends on the level of the game, really. He goes on to say, you'd have to speak to Pep, who is the best coach in the world, who plays him wide. He's always got freedom to drift if we play him wide, and that's important. This is in relation to Phil Foden not being used as a number 10 for England, and how Southgate had to come out and clarify that he's a winger, he's going to stay on the wing, he can't play as a 10. How many sackable offences are we going to get from this guy? How many? To say that Phil Foden cannot play as a 10 is blasphemy. It's ridiculous. Does he, to be fair to Gareth Southgate, does he start on the wing and drift in for Manchester City? Yes. But to say that Phil Foden cannot play as an attacking midfielder is wrong. Is completely wrong. To say that he's incapable, he's not going to play there, we're going to make sure he just stays on the wing forever, is craziness. Especially when you've got wingers in that team like Saka, like Jack Grealish, and you're thinking you're going to fit a Phil Foden in. Phil Foden can definitely play as an attacking midfielder, and has done for Manchester City, and has done even to the latter stages of last season, and even at times this season, where you have found some of his best games been in and around the box. So for Gareth Southgate to come and go, no, he can't play as an attacking midfielder, is absolutely insane. Now, he also said about he doesn't play in that position for his club, so we're not going to play him in that role for England, basically. He doesn't play as an attacking midfielder for Manchester City, so we're not going to do that for England. Oh, really? Funny that. And I don't need to be a rocket scientist to tell you guys this. I'm going to tell you what all of you are thinking. All of you are thinking the same thing, and I can tell because I've seen the comments, I've seen what people have said, and we're all on the same page here, right? If Phil Foden isn't going to be used as an attacking midfielder for England because he doesn't play there for his club, and that's the logic Gareth Southgate's coming at, well, bloody hell. How did Harry Maguire get into the team then? Harry Maguire's not even playing for his club. Forget position, he's not playing for his club. Somehow plays 90 minutes against Ukraine. And we've got a point in relation to this from Rio Ferdinand, who has seen the situation for what it's worth. And fair play to Rio, here it is. Levi Colwell is the target here. Rio Ferdinand on Gareth Southgate starting Harry Maguire over Levi Colwell, saying you've got Levi Colwell coming through, young player, and I was that young guy once. If there are people in my way who aren't playing in front of me, I'm thinking, right, he obviously doesn't rate me. And if it's only a smidgen of a percent, that's enough to knock you off your game confidence-wise when you go to an England camp, because you're sitting there training and thinking, I know he doesn't rate me because the proof's in the pudding. It's true. This is absolutely facts from Rio Ferdinand. Well said. The fact that Levi Colwell's playing for his club, right, in that role, and Harry Maguire, who's not playing for his club, gets ahead of him. What are you going to think? Absolutely correct. And it's not just a case of, I'll just get Levi Colwell in the team. No, Levi Colwell is playing. And he's playing all right. Not playing brilliantly. He's playing all right. But that's better than Harry Maguire, who's not playing. Do you know what I mean? It's craziness. It's absolutely insane. But we're going to go back to the point of Gareth Southgate talking about players having to play in their position. Okay, well, tonight, England play against Scotland. Yeah? And we have one piece of news that's come out in terms of the starting 11 and what's going to be done tonight against Scotland. Here it is. So from Sky, they've confirmed that Kieran Trippier is expected to start for England at left back this evening with Kyle Walker at right back. But hang on. Trippier doesn't play as a left back for his club. Does he, Southgate? No, he plays as a right back. So what are you doing? James Maddison doesn't play as a left winger for his club, but against Ukraine, what was he doing? Playing as a left winger. Bellingham doesn't play as a left winger. What happened? Bellingham was finding himself on the left-hand side for portions of that game. What's going on here? This guy makes no sense. This guy needs to get sacked now, man. This guy, I don't care. Look, we had a conversation on Shootout yesterday. Myself and George. I'll link to that video right here. Go and check it out, where me and George go into detail about Gareth Southgate, some of these dumb decisions, and why he needs to go. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting stupid. And as much as England always make it through qualifying, like we are meant to, right? It's absolutely insanity. The way that the logic, there's lack of logic, not even logic, lack of logic from Gareth Southgate to make these sort of decisions. And to go to the Phil Foden point, this is the beauty of it. Phil Foden, who can play as an attacking midfielder, who's not going to be used in that role because he doesn't play there for his club, when he does at times, right? And you're talking about having to ask Pep Guardiola. If you were speaking to Pep, Pep will tell you, my friend, he can play there. You know, yes, I use him on the wing. Yes, I use him to drift in. But at times, I've used him as an attacking midfielder, and he can play there. That's everyone can see that. Everyone with two eyes that can work, two eyes that aren't blind, two eyes that function correctly, can see that is the case. But this is where, and I want to go to this point to wrap up, this is where Southgate holds England back. And just to make the point, we have players that are so flexible in that front line. The attacking side of the England team is so flexible. When you've got a Saka, and you've got a Grealish, and you've got a Foden, who can play on the wing, but can come central, but can play in the middle. And you've got attackers that can blend and can drop deep. And you've got wingers that can come in but can stay out wide. You've got players that are constantly moving. You've got fullbacks that are overlapping or underlapping. You've got so much movement going on in that England attack. But it's restricted. And we don't move as much as we should. Why? Because we're so rigid. And we're so rigid. Why? Because of Gareth Southgate. If these players in the attack had flexibility and freedom to move and swap positions and constantly keep themselves moving and not to stay in one role, it would be such an unpredictable way to mark against. I feel like opponents would look at the England team and not know what to expect. This guy can move there, this guy can move there, that guy can move there, that guy can move there. It can be flipping very, very hard to monitor. But right now, it's a lot easier to monitor because everyone is rigid. Everyone's just staying where they have to stay. Whereas you look at these players and the capability that they have, the flexibility that they do have, in order to cut inside, in order to play central, in order to play wide, in order to swap, in order to move forward, in order to drop deep. There's so much potential movement in that England attack that can catch out so many defences, but we don't do it. Or we do it maybe for a portion of the game and then Southgate's like, no, everyone's got to shut shop now. Done. That's not the idea of this England team. The players that we have possess quality that can catch defences open in terms of all sorts of avenues because they have the flexibility and should have the freedom to be able to dictate the positions that they move into where defenders won't be able to keep up. Simple as that. But we don't use it enough. So if we want to use it, there's one solution. Get rid of Southgate. That's it. Get rid of Southgate. Job done. Job done. The amount of the blasphemous comments that we've heard in the last 48, 72 hours, it is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So let me know your thoughts in relation to that. And I will see all of you later on tonight for video number 2. Now, to reference back to Shootout, link in the description, I'll link another video to you guys here where we uploaded today in relation to Mikhailo Mudryk. Myself and George had a conversation about Mudryk and what needs to be done, what to expect, what is going on. Let us know your thoughts over there. Much appreciated. Go and check that video out. And I will see all of you later on tonight for what should be video number 2. As long as it does come out and as long as there are things to talk about, which I think there will be, we'll see what happens. Make sure you're here. And to be here for that, you have to hit the subscribe button. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Don't forget to check out the socials. They are on screen for you right now, as well as in the description. Make sure you are hitting all of those links. Give us a follow. Much appreciated. Insta, X and TikTok. Thank you all so much. And I will see all of you later on tonight for video number 2. Let's see what else pops. Don't forget, guys, let me know your comments down in the comment section below of everything that I've discussed today. And I'll see you later. Have a good one, people. See you tonight. Take care. And peace.